full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. The Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born. Real Stevens, I'm the proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren home. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Once I Christian the mic and get on top of the beat, it becomes an instant classic when he 40.
Brian Ant. Here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And both backcourts in this one, Stan, cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And stolen by Bamba. Now the Blazers on the move. Nembhard with it. Now LeVert defending. It's stolen by Johnson. Thybulle with a steal. It's rebounded by Risacher.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Here's Johnson. Misses from short range. Here's Isaac. The rebound by Atlanta. On the wing, Daniels. They set the pick. Pass to Okongwu. 4 on the clock. The 3 from Risacher. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Stan, with the trade of Damian Lillard in 2023, Portland was headed in a new direction.
Yeah, Brian, they really decided to go young. Added a top 3 pick in Scoot Henderson. They've been piling up young talent in the Rose City, and now it's all about development. Those players have got to get better. They've got to get good habits. They've just got to continue to grow.
Nembhard can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Pass to Thybulle. Outside Sharp. Now Nembhard launches it. Rebounded by Johnson.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Here's Daniels. And he lobs it up. Isaac with the steal. Pass to Sharp. It's rebounded by Rizache.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Daniels using that vision.
Nembhard with it. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. They set the screen. Inside. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. One guy here this evening, Shaedon Sharpe. Incredibly talented, Stan.
Hey, Brian, you talk about a guy with potentially a very high ceiling. He's got all the physical tools you need. His skills are improving. He's still young and still putting it together.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And, Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Now here's Nembhard. Still without a bucket. To the paint. Stolen by Capella. Young looking for an opening. Fires from the wing. And it's good for 2. Young's got 5 now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Blazers trailed by 9. Nembhard outside. Pass to Bamba. Back to Nembhard. There's 37 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Sharpe. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And his athleticism is big for Sharpe in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Screen by Capella. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Nembhard outside. Screen by Bamba. Oh, there's the alley.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here's Avdia. Back to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Kamari. Right wing. Henderson, right side. Shoots over Young. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Portland on D. 7-point differential. Young from long range. And it's Portland with a rebound. Avdia outside. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
In the lob game, you don't see that many 6'2 players on the finishing end, but Henderson is a prime exception.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Portland, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 7. Outside Johnson. Outside Young. There's the screen by Johnson. A good look from Young. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Young's got 11 points.
Look, it's like clockwork for this guy. Young could probably run the pick and roll in his sleep.
Here's Azubuike. And he dunks it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Outside Young. Picked up by Okongwu. Young can't hit. Blazers trail by 7. Here's Rivers. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. There's a screen. Pass to Azubuike. Now here's Henderson. Good D by Okongwu.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. Great stuff there. Thank you. Here's Avdia. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Avdia's gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Young. And is blocked.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
1:10 left in the second. Let's go with a 3. Young missing again.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Atlanta leading by 5. And it's Azubuike with the rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Blazers trail by 5. 43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nembhard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
To the wing, right side. Back to Capella. On the wing, Daniels. To get back on track. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one's off. And he sinks the second.
Well, for Sharp, it's about shooting a good percentage. When he does that, he's an impactful player.
Here's Daniels. Here's Krejci. No good. Misses at the buzzer. So we conclude the first half. The Hawks on top, up 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Sharp. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
This will be his third free throw of the game. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Daniels. To the inside. And stolen by Bamba. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Daniels. The three from Reza Shea. The rebound by Bamba. Here's Sharp. Rebound Atlanta.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
It's hauled in by Isaac. Portland trailing here. Hope loose. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by Isaac.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Daniels. There's the three. That shot off.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his 3rd year and still has plenty of room to grow.
The Hawks making a switch here. The Hawks leading. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Nance the screen. Here's Young. The kick out to Nance. Back to Young. Clock at 6. They still need this. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next 3.
On the push, here comes Atlanta.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Nembhard. Young from long range. The rebound by Bamba. Blazers trailed by 6. Nembhard outside. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, basket interference. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Blazers trailed by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Henderson. Here's Azubuike. Cuts off the pass. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. Avdia with a steal. That one drops for him.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Boston Wizards. Third person. Team first.
Six-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young. A good-looking shot from the wing. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what Young is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He is a one-man offensive machine.
Avdia. Rebound Atlanta.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Atlanta leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter.
23.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 6-point lead. Avdia with a steal. And there's the lob.
Well, they send it Henderson's way, and he just leaps up to put the finishing touch on the lob pass.
Outside Young. Picked up by Okongwu. He shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Down low. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Atlanta leading by 6. Here's Daniels. LeVert outside. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Risache. And it's Azubuike with the rebound.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Avdia's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
It's stolen by Henderson. He goes up, flushes it down to finish the break.
Yeah, just a stunning play by Henderson, speeding away all on his own.
minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside Young. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Teniavia with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
Now here's Young. Releases. Sharp grabs the miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And he jams it home with authority.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Pass to Rizachet. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Portland leading. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Oh, got a piece of it. To halt the run. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Sharp. Nembhard outside. Puts up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. And it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Young from long range. And it's Young again missing.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
To the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. This one for 3. Portland with a rebound.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. There's the screen by Johnson. And they get it back. Back to Okongwu. The kick out to Johnson. And stolen by Bamba. Nembhard outside. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.